Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we are going to try out the NUGET package we created in the previous video by refactoring our solution to use it. A quick reminder, the resources I'm using can be found in the description section below this video. Also, if you like this series, please take a moment to drop a like and subscribe. This will help sustain the continued production of this video. Alright, here is the package that we had just created. So what we want to do is come here, and actually it's already selected to install. Let us go ahead and install it. Yes, let's accept the terms. All right, so that is it, and let's see. Okay, so there we go. Okay, we have the NUGET package here, and as you can see, we also have the Car Garage core. All right, so what we want to do is come back here, select manage NUGET packages, and let's make sure we don't have any required updates. Okay, sorry, let's select the feed to pick both from NUGET package and our own packages. Okay, so here we go. We have an update, and that is the Swashbuckle ASP.NET core. All right, let's increment that and say okay. All right, so there we go. So the next order of business is let's remove the project reference from this Car Garage core library. Let's say okay. All right, now the next thing is I'm gonna unload this project. So before deleting a project, I like unloading it first. So the first thing is let's unload the project. So basically right click and select unload in the pop-up menu, and there we go. We have unloaded the project so that this will not, the namespaces will not clash. So here is the package once again, and so once we do that, what we do is let's close this, and now let us right click and build the solution. And oops, we have a failure, and let's see what the failure is. Let's click on the error list. Of course, we have just changed the namespaces. Okay, so we come and it says Car Garage missing, and as you can see, Cars controller down here. Let me just make this bigger. Car DB initializer startup. So what we want to do is, it's complaining about startup. And let me just expand this. Car DB initializer, DB images controller, cars controller. Let's enter that. All right, here are our classes with errors. Remember, we have just removed the reference to this class library. Okay, so the first thing is let's just clean these errors up, right? Just give it a moment. Let's just remove the previous namespaces. And in startup, let's also remove the previous namespace. Okay, so let's go ahead and yes, I'm going to save all that. And now let's see if this can now pick up our NUGET package. And yes, it does. Here it is. So let's select that using SPX Car Garage core, no problem. And as you can see up here, the namespace has been correctly added. Come to the images controller, same thing. Let's just quickly refactor to use the new namespace here. And it's giving us a problem. Okay, yeah, that's because in the car DB we need to add a reference to that so that our cars controller will not complain. That's correct. That's correct. Come to the cars controller once again. Let's add the namespace. Remember, we're using the NUGET package and not the Car Garage core library. Okay, so that looks okay. No errors. Okay, we have one more error here in the DB initializer class. Let's do that, and I think okay. One more in the controller. Come here. Let's go ahead and move all that. So I don't see anything, any errors on our scroll bar. So there we go. Let's save all this. Okay, I think everything looks fine. So the next order of business is let's close all these tabs real quick, and now we can go ahead and build our solution. So let's go ahead and build our solution, and everything should check out fine. So I'm looking. Oops, we on the bottom left corner of your screen we have a build fail. Let's click on the error list tab down here, and the message is assembly SPX Car Garage core with identity SPX core version 1 uses Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP features 3.18 and which has a higher version than the reference assembly Microsoft ASP.NET Core features with identity that 3.10. So this error basically is saying if we expand the dependency right here and we go to the framework dependencies, let's expand this and drop down that, and let me just make this a little bigger. If we drop down and we look for the HTTP features, this guy right here, all right, so I'll press Alt Enter. So Visual Studio, or rather our application, is using HTTP.NET Core features over here, which is version 3.10, and that's what the solution error is all about. And if we switch back to the project that we created our NUGET class library from, if we expand the dependencies right here and we expand that, here is the problem. The problem is this version is higher than, all right, this version, and so that's where the clash is. Well, this is a perfect segue to test the continuous integration and the continuous delivery of the NUGET package that we just created. So what we do is right click and manage NUGET packages. All right, here we are. So we got this. So let's select this guy here, that is Microsoft ASP.NET HTTP features, and down here let us drop it down to 3.10. So once we do an update, let us update that. Okay, we say okay, accept the terms and conditions. All right, so we should have a confirming update right here, which is cool. That's what is expected because we've dropped down the NUGET package. And so once again, let us build the solution. It's always a good practice before checking in your code to build your code. Okay, so I'm gonna just dismiss this message real quick. All right, here we go. Let us check in this code. So downgrade NUGET package. It's the message, the commit message. So what we do is commit all, and now let us go ahead and push this commits. So as you can see, it's pushing the current branch. So we just give it a moment to do its thing. Initiating push. Sometimes it can take a while depending on, you know, depending on your network connection. Oops, we see it seems like we have a problem. Just go back here. All right, that has been pushed to the cloud, and this now should go ahead and trigger a build. So if we come back to the pipelines, let's have a look at our pipelines, and beautiful, here we are. A new build has been triggered, and that's a good indication that our CI/CD pipeline has been configured correctly. So once again, let's just give it a moment. And this is the beauty of using continuous integration and continuous delivery in your production workflow of your code. Okay, it really does help make you a little bit more productive. Okay, so we just give it a little minute, and as you can see, the number was automatically generated, and we have a successful build pipeline. Okay, if we jump over to releases, this also should have been triggered. There we go. We have the second release been triggered. Remember, this NUGET package has a downgraded version. Okay, we downgraded Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP features down to the package 3.10. So we just give it a moment to do its thing. Once again, it can take a while depending on the queue jobs available on the server. And there we go. We have a successful build. Now if we come back to the artifacts, we should get, let's give it a moment to load up. There we go. That's our feed. And there we go. We have a new NUGET package version 1.01. So over back to our project. Let me just collapse this. And if we manage NUGET packages right here, and we click all, let me just go straight to the feed, and there we go. We have an update right here. So we click on that. Let's upgrade this NUGET package. Although, truly speaking, it's a downgrade, but let's just go ahead and update it. Remember, our build failed, because, all right, here we go. All right, let's just go ahead and close this. And now here comes the moment of truth. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and build this guy up. Build. Now I expect a failure in our test project. Okay, build succeeded. That is beautiful. Here we go at the bottom left corner of our screen. The build this time succeeded. Okay, let's jump into a test explorer. All right, and let's see. Let's fire up this guy. And of course, there were build errors. Okay, why? So let's just click no. And if we check out our error list, let's look at our error list. Okay, cannot convert. Okay, there it is. All right, so this test explorer is still referencing the car garage core. So that's a pretty simple enough fix. So let's come to the dependencies right here. Add project reference. No, that's not what we want. Let's see. Need to remove this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this test classes. Press enter to open them up, and let's see. Here are the errors. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Yeah, we have several breakages. Doesn't agree with the endpoint, and of course test curves. I don't know why that is failing, but endpoint we have a problem. Let's see. That's because our test project still references car garage core. So let's see. I can go ahead and that's correct. Project API that, and it's referencing that. So let's remove this guy. Yes. Hopefully that should sort us out. And let's see. Yes, we have a reference to that API project and that and that. All right, so let's go ahead and build this guy up. I know it won't run. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. So now let's go ahead and bring in the new namespace. Okay, of course, let's just clean up this real quick. Right. Next, DB initializer. And okay, let's do that also. Come to the test explorer, images controller tests. There we go. And now let's first save all this, get rid of the old namespaces, and now let's see if it picks up. Yes, correct, it picks up the new namespace. Okay, so I'm just click on the object and press Control period on the keyboard, and as you can see here, using SPX car garage core entities. Okay, so there we go, and we can see errors down here. Let's once again do the same thing. Yes, bring in the new namespace. And what else do we need? Yes, this goes here. Let's again do the same thing. That errors go away, and right here we do the same thing. Pick the second guy up. Errors go away. We have one more error to do. Right, there we go, and looks like everything is okay. There we have no more errors. So let's save all this. And now the moment of truth. If we come to the test explorer, let's fire up this guy. Build succeeded, that's a good sign. And now on to the tests. We have successfully refactored our code, okay, to use our NUGET package, the one that we created in the previous video, and now we have an app that still works, which is a good thing. All right, all that is left now is to publish this API to the cloud. So join me in the next sequence of video where I will show you how to publish the API to the cloud. And so please hit that like and subscribe button so as not to miss out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.